What's up, YouTube? FatKings Phil here, coming at you with my official week 3. Thanks for sticking it out with me there for a couple extra days. I just wanted to move it to the actual surgery day to do my updates. It just makes it easier on me. So, that being said, I noticed there's a ton of videos out there today. I haven't watched yet, so I'm looking forward to doing that right after I'm done making this. But I didn't want to let this get too late because I kind of rely on a lot of the natural light for this particular camera because it's not so great. So we will get cracking here. Well, for those of you that were following me on Facebook, or I don't remember what I was doing last week, to be honest with you, but I got really sick. Matter of fact, just to kind of Tarantino it back for you a little bit. I was getting ready to go back to work, last Monday, and on the Friday before that, I was feeling great. I was like, wow, I'm feeling really great. Can't wait to get back. And then Saturday I woke up with a fever. Sunday I had a worse fever. I did go to work Monday, and then by Tuesday, I was working from home because it was so bad. I could barely function. I was coughing all the time. Went to urgent care. They said, oh, it's viral. Nothing we can do for you. Wednesday comes, not better. Thursday comes, not better. And I'm coughing at night. Every time I lay down, I'm coughing like crazy. And I'm just nonstop coughing to the point where all the material in my throat, all the rigmarole in there, your voice, vocal cords, etc., got really like raw. So even breathing would like trigger more coughing. I can imagine that I don't have to tell you guys what it's like to have coughing with stitches, or with the incisions rather. So although I do think I have some stitches, but we'll get to that in a minute. I went back on Thursday because I was worse. I was like, I think I'm gonna have to go to the hospital because I cannot cough anymore. I can't breathe really easily. I'm taking really super shallow breaths so I don't cough. And pretty much they're like, oh, good thing you came in because this could have turned into pneumonia. I'm thinking, and I said to them, I'm like, I was here 2 days ago and you guys sent me home with nothing. So they're like, oh no, you got to get on antibiotics. So I took the Zithromax? Yeah, Zithromax. I took it and went to bed like immediately. And 4 hours, maybe 5 hours later, I felt like a completely different human being when I woke up. So it very clearly was some kind of bronchial infection or something. So I never got the final verdict, but I don't care. I was feeling better. So for the rest of that week, though, I was kind of in and out of work. Friday I went in, feeling a little better, but I was hurting. All weekend I slept. Today I'm doing okay, pretty good. Still some not loose, but some like really ingrained stuff in my chest. Not to be graphic, but I started taking Mucinex to kind of break that up and get it out. So hopefully. By end of this week, I'll be feeling better. So anyway, back to work. And that being said, I actually got back to the gym today. I did my 45 minutes of walking, but between the cold, I think, and just kind of being away from the gym, that was really taxing. I mean, it really wore me out. So I walked for about 2.5 miles an hour, which is nothing to write home about, for 45 minutes. But that's about 300 calories. So considering I had only eaten a little more than 300 calories at that point in the day, it was rough. But yeah, I mean, I'm back there and doing it. I'm about to cough. So if I start coughing, you just have to live with it. Okay, maybe not. So, that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, that cold was way worse pain wise. I'm really hurting right here in not my glands, but in the back of my throat where my nasal passages were draining into my throat. I couldn't eat, because my stomach was full of postnasal drip. Sorry, I know it's not pretty. So I was eating like some days where I had 270 calories all day. So I thought, well, on the upside, I guess this will be another big loss week, but it wasn't that big a deal. And we'll get to numbers in a second. So I'm surprised a little bit, but with all the drugs and stuff I've been taking, maybe I'm retaining more water or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And I don't care. I'm just glad I'm feeling better. So, that's kind of where it's at. All right, let's do the numbers because that's what everybody cares about, right? Let's see here. Where did my little screen go? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So, data surgery, which was 3 weeks ago today, well, I weighed 332.8. And that was the morning of. So, this morning, I weighed 306.8. So that means that this week I lost 6.6 pounds. It's this week plus 2 because last time I came to you guys, that was 2 weeks. I was 2 days shy of my actual Tuesday goal. So I lost 6.6 pounds in 9 days. So that's pretty impressive still. I really thought it'd be more given the fact that I wasn't eating. So I'm kind of okay that it's not because, like I said, I don't want to lose the wrong kind of weight. That's still a lot of weight. I will say I was a little bummed out. I was like, oh man, it's not as low as I thought it would be. But then I thought and here's the thing, total loss has been 26 pounds in 3 weeks. 26 pounds in 3 weeks. I mean, that's nuts. So you kind of got to put it in perspective. It plays with your head. You get so used to having a life full of measuring the little short gains. And sometimes you forget to look at the big picture. So that's huge. I got my head straight around it. I know I'm not complaining. So that's good. I definitely don't feel normal yet. I just remembered something else I wanted to talk about. Okay. So before I get into the whole feeling side of this and the mental side of this game. So supposed to see my surgeon, tomorrow, and they call and they say, oh yeah, he's not going to be at the Woodman office, which is closer to my work and my house. He's going to be down at the Nevada office, which is way south end of town. I'm like, yeah, I booked it at the Woodman office because I can't get there from work and back in time. I can't get to Nevada. I can only get to Woodman and back in time in order for me to make it. Oh, well, so you're canceling? I'm like, no, you need to book me on a day where he's at the Woodman office. I can't make it on a work day all the way down to Nevada. So we got that straightened out. But the problem is now it's not until next week. So I still haven't seen my surgeon since surgery. And then my nutritionist, because I was so sick last week, I had to cancel on her. And she finally got the check from the HSA company. And then I'm going to see her this Friday. This Friday? Yeah, this Friday. So at least I'll get a little guidance on how my eating's been, where I should be going, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. So I'm just going to print out my Fitness Pal stuff and take it with me. Super easy. There's a nice little feature when you use the web interface. You can just print out a range of dates and it'll give you a little printout and you just take it with you. So pretty good. So that's kind of where the whole doctor nutritionist thing is. I'm still not eating much, in my opinion. I think I was actually pushing to eat too much at this stage. I went back and reread the paperwork. And I think I was pushing a little too hard. So I'm not feeling too bad about it. I do my 8-ounce protein shake in the morning, which liquids I can get down more. 8 ounces, no problem. But it takes me about 20, 30 minutes to do it. But, and I'm finding it's getting hard to get out the door in the morning. So I might make that. I get up, make my lunch, make my protein shake. And I think I might just throw the protein shake in a plastic cup, take it with me to work and just drink it as I go. There's no big deal there. Water's great. I'm getting in easily 3 of my 32-ounce cups a day. You got to pace it, but so far so good. No problems there. I'm happy about that. And I'm a little happy about that I did get back to the gym today. I am happy about that, although it's certainly not the workout I'm used to, but it surely wore me out. And I don't know if that's from the cold or from just low calories and the healing and all that good stuff. So, there is one element to this now that I do want to talk about, just in case anybody else out there is experiencing it, or if they're not, I'm just crazy. I am still struggling with the fact that all my pleasure things are unavailable to me. And mainly because I have to take it easy from healing from surgery or because I've been sick. Things like eating, obviously, there's no pleasure from that anymore. I don't even like to eat, to be honest with you. It's a pain in the ass to eat. It takes forever. It's hard to find something I even like. Nothing motivates me. Nothing tastes great. The one thing I think I crave a little bit, and every now and again I'll grab one, is pretzels, something salty every once in a while. Especially the day after I worked out, I noticed when I got home today, I wanted about five or six pretzels, and so I just took them, ate them. I'll put them on my Fitness Pal, and I'll be fine. And I do have to talk to my nutritionist about net calories versus gross calories. Where do you want me to be, et cetera, given that I can't eat much. I am enjoying blending up soups in the blender and doing 8 ounces of those because they're easier to eat. The liquids are easier to eat, but I still get all the vitamins and taste of soup. It's pretty good. I don't skimp. I get the Campbell's, the hearty, thick and chunky soups, and I just blend the hell out of them. I even added a little chicken last night to the blender before I blended it up, just to get a little more protein in there. That seems to be going pretty well. And again, at the end of the day, I'm still under 700 calories. I'm not crying too hard. There was a day I went over and I was really kind of trying to push to get to that point. And I just didn't feel good that day. I ate too much. I mean, luckily I don't get that throw up reaction, but what I get instead is is like a pressure kind of like gas bubble behind my sternum. And I know I've gone too far. Or I'm at the edge of going too far. I mean, it's a good stop point. So that's kind of where that's at. But other pleasure things like, just like being able to go complete a project. Like if I want to go in the garage and hang lights up in the garage, I can't do that. I can't be going up and down ladders and crawling around the attic and cutting holes and running electrical boxes and stuff because I just don't have the stamina and I don't have the, I got to be careful still in my stomach. It is a little tender in spots when I do certain things. It's bothering me. I can't sit still and play video games. I don't know. I like video games. I enjoy them a lot, but I'm just not getting the pleasure out of them. It's just nothing's really doing it for me. Like I said, I can't exercise really hard like I used to, so I don't get that endorphin rush from that. Drinking, I'm not going to drink obviously for the first year. Well, I hope the full first year, but, I can see maybe down the line that might not be the case. I think I may still end up going out with folks before the full year is up and maybe having a cocktail or something. But, I'll modify my drinks to be as low calorie as possible, but doesn't mean I won't do it. But I'm going to try to go the full year just to get the best bang for the buck out of this. Intimacy, you're just not feeling good. You're not strong. Your abdominals are all messed up. So it could be an issue. I know that's probably a little uncomfortable to talk about for some folks, but that's the reality of it. Something you got to think about. So a lot of those pleasure things that bring you joy, bring you like that endorphin rush, they're not accessible, and it's kind of dragging on me a little. But I know it's temporary. I'm gonna heal. It's just such a slow process, and trying to do this the right way. I'm not the most patient person on the planet, but I'm really trying to just do it the right way and stay focused. So that's kind of what's going on with me this week. Let's see, anything else I can think of? No, it's just been trying to get healthy. I just feel good again. And again, I was feeling great. I swear to God, I was feeling great, post surgery. I almost was like, man, I probably shouldn't have taken this second week off. I probably should have just gone back to work. But I'm like, no, you got to heal. But that kind of screwed me because when I got sick for real, then I had to take more time off work. So I actually ended up burning a lot more of my vacation time than I wanted to. And that's that. Just kind of how it goes. Oh yeah, I did talk to a buddy of mine last night. I haven't told him I had the surgery. He hasn't asked. And he hasn't certainly looked up these videos. I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying he just hasn't, and, so, we're talking about getting together and coming out and visiting and going out and hanging out and stuff. And I'm just not ready for that yet. I'm not ready. I can't, obviously. I might even pass my full 8 weeks of recovery time. I want to, but I just know I'm not going to have the stamina. I'm not going to have the ability to go out and, and I certainly don't want to be drinking and partying this early on in the process. So, I just don't have it yet. So, with work ramping up and getting really super busy and me being gone, now I'm trying to catch up on top of it. I just kind of feel like this year's going to be devoid of the rest of this year. Anyway, it's going to be devoid of a lot of little fun trips and hanging out with guys and doing stuff. So that kind of sucks, but we'll make up for it next year. And by next year, I'm going to be in a much better place physically. I'm much leaner, probably a lot more content with my, physique and stuff. So, I don't think it's that big of a sacrifice. So, but, I did kind of bring it to the forefront. I did have to think about that. I'm like, damn, I can't do that. So, we'll see. But, yeah, I've got a lot of, I gave you guys my physical goals. Oh, yeah. So that's the thing. It reminded me. See, I almost got away from doing this video the full 15 minutes, but that never happens. The one thing that bummed me today about being 306.8 is the chances of me getting under 300 between now and next Tuesday are pretty slim. And I thought maybe I could get it by week 4, which, was a lofty goal in and of itself. But I just, that first hit that first goal by the 4th week was pretty exciting thought. Don't think it's going to happen. I think it's probably going to be week 5, but I'm going to give it my all. I'm not going to, do anything to, eat like 200 calories a day or anything. I'm just going to eat my normal thing. And with the walking, I'm going to try and keep the walking up though between now and next Tuesday. Kind of see where that puts me. If I pulled a 6.9 loss, I could get to 299.9. I feel like that's pushing. I really, really do, especially for the 3rd week. So let's just wait and see how it goes. Vitamins have been good, keeping up on those. I'm taking, the D3, which I take 5,000 units because I have really low D. And that seems to keep my vitamin levels good there. I take the multi, I take the calcium once a day. I know I'm supposed to do it twice. By the end of the night, that nasty sharp berry taste does not sound like a good idea, but I'm going to have to get that back in. I'll buy a different brand next time. And then, I'm also taking the B12, sublingual. So, and I'm getting out of the clockwork, no problems. So that's a good thing too. So, All right, now we're officially creeping up on the 15 minutes, so I'm going to let it go. All right, guys, so we will catch you next week. Let's see if we can get to 299.9, but even if I lost 5 pounds next week, that'd be a win. So, all right, talk to you guys soon. And remember, it's good to be the king.